So I will say, I kinda don't like Joel Kinnaman. Um, I think mostly because of RoboCop.
What you have you're sorry. So you're angry at Joel Kinnaman because of that movie. That's
A
it.
little bit, yeah.
Okay.
I did not like the new RoboCop movie, because I love the original RoboCop. Like, I think it's a classic. I think it's perfect in every way.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, you're not wrong about that, but
but,
yeah,
like,
and yeah,
the fact that, like, he was in it, like, I feel like the stink of that movie tainted him for me.
tainted goods. The stinker. All right, that's fair. That's fair. But yeah, Jackie Earl Haley have not gotten a lot of work since then, and I wonder the
The
stink.
stink.
That's
The
a
stink of
curse. The
RoboCop.
stink of RoboCop.
What's going on, everyone? I am Phil, along here with Joe.
Hey Phil, what's up, man?
Not much. We are talking Peacemaker Season 2, Chapter 3.
Chapter 3, another Rick up my sleeve. And we were talking about this before the show, and there's something about that that doesn't quite sit with me. I think because it when I think of something up my sleeve, the expressions that there's something up my sleeve, I think card,
Mhm.
like there's another card up my sleeve, or but their expression that they're playing with here is another trick up my sleeve, which is valid, but there's still something about it that doesn't quite sit for me. But if that's my biggest problem with the episode, then it's okay.
Yeah. No sleeve to speak of. I'm wearing a t-shirt.
Yeah. I have no cards, tricks, or Ricks up my sleeves, but I still have them anyway. Um, let's jump right into this, right? So, like, this opens with a flashback to 3 years ago, and I was uncertain what world we were in. Are we
Yeah.
in our DC world or the new world, the Peacemaker 2 world? And I think that's by design. They want you to guess right up until like the opening credits roll. Um, So it comes up, says 3 years ago, we're at Harcourt's house. And she wakes up and she's there with Rick Flag Jr. We get Joel Kinnaman returning to the DC universe. It was really good to see him, actually. Uh, I liked him. And I mean, just really quickly about Rick Flag. I liked him in David Ayer's Suicide Squad. I mean, I liked him in The Killing. I liked him in RoboCop. Like, he's cool. I'm cool. I'm cool with Joel Kinnaman. He's great. So in Suicide Squad, I was totally cool with him, and James Gunn's Suicide Squad, I liked him as well. And we should say very much right up front, spoilers for Suicide Squad, spoilers for Superman, spoilers for Peacemaker season 1, spoilers for the first 3 episodes of Peacemaker season 2. Now we could talk about him dying. When he dies in James Gunn's Suicide Squad, I remember my big takeaway from leaving that screening was I was not ready for some of these characters to die, and I definitely included him in that. I wasn't ready for him to die. Like, I thought he worked well with these characters. I thought it was interesting. So I was disappointed to see him go.
Yeah.
That movie has a lot of people dying that I wasn't ready to see go.
Well, yeah. The whole first team, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah, Captain Boomerang, Nathan Fillion character that can whose body part comes, totally great. But yeah, I mean, also that's by design too. They want you to like get excited about these characters, and then they're gone. Like, it's nothing's precious.
So I will say, I kinda don't like Joel Kinnaman. Um, I think mostly because of RoboCop.
What you so you have you're sorry. So you're angry at Joel Kinnaman because of that movie. That's
A
it.
little bit, yeah.
Okay.
I did not like the new RoboCop movie, because I love the original RoboCop. Like, I think it's a classic. I think it's perfect in every way.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, you're not wrong about that, but
but,
yeah,
like,
and yeah,
the fact that, like, he was in it, like, I feel like the stink of that movie tainted him for me.
tainted goods. The stink. You're like, he shows up and you're like, oh, the stink of RoboCop's on this guy. Has he done anything that you like? I mean, you like the Suicide Squad, right?
Yeah, I like the Suicide Squad. I mean, I think he's good in it. I just like I can't divorce him from him being in that RoboCop movie.
Oh my god! But okay, take a deep breath. You know who else is in that movie?
I
My
mean, there's a lot of
my,
great actors in that movie,
it's a
but
stacked cast.
they were like I feel like the stink of that movie does not like go on those actors because like they have done other things before, and like this was Joel Kinnaman's like kind of big like starring role. You know what I mean?
He was front and center, and he was
Yeah.
carrying the film. Yeah. All right, that's fair. That's fair. But yeah, Jackie Earl Haley has not gotten a lot of work since then, and I wonder the
The
stink.
stink.
That's
The
a
stink of
curse. The
RoboCop.
stink of RoboCop. All right, I was happy to see Joel Kinnaman. Um, you get the idea that they have sort of a secret, or they have a deep friendship. She says, "You're the only friend I have. I'm the only friend you have." Um, and then they say that they've messed that up, like potentially with this like secret relationship they have, because there's also reference to how he's dating uh, June Moon, who is what's her witchy name? Is she just the Enchantress or the
Something like
um
that. Yeah.
yeah? So right. But anyway, she says, get up. You're gonna be late. And then we find out definitively that this happens right before James Gunn's The Suicide Squad as he's being sent off to die. So we know it's in our world and not the new Peacemaker 2 world. And it's good that they cleared that up right away.
Yeah.
But we get new information, specifically about Harcourt, and that like she was very close with this person, and Peacemaker killed this person. And we have to ask questions like, I mean, I haven't seen Suicide Squad in a while. Does she know that Peacemaker killed Rick Flag? Like, is that public knowledge among their group?
Honestly, I
Because
don't know. Um, I was thinking like when the opening scene of this episode happened, like it colors all the other interactions between Harcourt and Peacemaker now. But like
right,
you're right. I don't know if it is common knowledge that Peacemaker killed Rick Flag Jr.
like she's super mad at him when they first meet in Peacemaker season 1, but
Yeah.
she could just be mad at him because he's a racist goofball. You know,
Yeah.
that's his public image. But she could also be mad at him because she knows the truth. But like, does she know the truth? Who? And then that's like, who knows the truth? I mean, John Akonis knows everything somehow. I guess he's in that movie, so like he was there.
Yeah.
Is she in that movie too?
She
She's
is in that she is in the movie. I because like they're kind of in the control room
yeah,
in the Suicide Squad. So but I don't know because Peacemaker's mission was to prevent the evidence of Project Starfish to come out. And that like because that was direct from Amanda Waller, I don't
right.
know if they like that would have been public knowledge um when that fight went down between Peacemaker and Rick Flag.
Well, I'm long overdue for a rewatch of Suicide Squad, so I'm going to check it out for next episode. So hopefully I'll be back with answers, but probably nothing solid. We then roll into the intro, and we'll do like a check in here, see how we feel about the intro this week. But I'll say there were a couple things about it that I noticed that were different, or they're just something I noticed for the first time. Primarily is that like you can hear the song starting up as the flashback from the Suicide
Yeah.
Squad is happening. So like they sort of ramp into the intro as opposed to like a hard start, then a hard stop. Or take that, reverse it, say it backwards. A hard stop and a hard start. It blends, and like as they were talking, still you can hear the song starting up. I was like, oh okay, like I'm anticipating it in the right way now, and I thought that was a good move. Um, and I was watching an interview with the guy that plays Judo Master, and he said that, I mean, a couple other people have said this too, but he said that like in the intro, there's more to the story. Like it connects to the story of season 2. Like,
Yeah.
so it would not be wrong of us to overanalyze it. And here's my one big like crackpot theory. At the end of the dance, they all fall down on each other.
Yeah.
I think they're all gonna die. Like not necessarily the ones we know, but like since we have, I mean,
Yeah.
presumably we have
We've
multiple.
got
It's the
extras of
multiverse,
everyone.
and we get spare, but we've got bodies to spare. So I think all these characters are gonna die, and the order they fall in the intro is how they're gonna die. So here's the thing: it's Rick Flag Senior, and then Peacemaker, and then everybody else.
Yeah.
But at the end, who's on top?
Is that Eagle?
Triumphantly,
Is
it's
it Eagly?
Eagly. Eagly's on top. Just like so. I think he's going to be the last man standing. But
Yeah.
that's a wild theory.
So I I was listening to the official DC Studios podcast this past week, and
Is that
they
the one
interview.
with James Gunn?
No, that's so like there's an official Peacemaker podcast which I've not listened to,
Oh, okay,
but this is more about like DC Studios and like all their projects. Um, but this week they had on the person who like choreographed both the season one and season two
oh,
openings.
great. Yeah,
Who, fun fact, is married to Alan Tudyk.
really.
Yeah.
That is a fun fact.
Um, and like she was talking about like rehearsals with everyone and
Like who was
like
best and who was worst, sort of
well
stuff.
like she didn't name names, but like
Good. That's professional of her. It's good.
she was saying like some people needed more hand holding than others.
um, it's a good intro,
Yeah.
and I'll say that I watched this episode twice, and but I was missing the original one less, but I wasn't loving this as much as I feel like I loved the season one intro every time, and this one it was more just happening.
Yeah. I will say I have like I looked up the whole song and watched the video. Have you seen
Oh,
the
I haven't.
like it is I it's there are some similarities between that music video and the opening to Peacemaker season 2. Like
Really?
I mean in the way that like there are dancers and they're doing a specific choreographed dance. It's not the
Okay.
same,
Okay.
but like there are like similarities. I don't think I don't necessarily think that's intentional. It was just an interesting observation.
Yeah, I'm gonna add that to my watch list, my homework for next week, uh, because it sounds fascinating. All right, we're gonna jump into the episode. Keith is waking up Peacemaker, who's hungover from the party on the rooftop the night before. If for anyone who doesn't remember, there was the party where the whole 11th Street
Yeah,
gang. That's right. Yes, got drunk on the rooftop and went down, and then he left early and stumbled through the chamber, the expanding chamber, and into Peacemaker 2 world, uh, and crashed there. So Keith is his brother, is waking him up, and we learned a few things here. We learned about um, that Peacemaker 2 has an addiction problem. He abuses alcohol, drugs, pills, um, and Keith is worried about him. We also learned that, I mean, in these first few scenes, Chris has trouble. Like, he's not effortlessly blending into this world. Like, I mean, I feel like he and Keith are constantly like, why would you say that? Or like, like, why did you call it that? Or like, what do you mean? Just take your motorcycle.
that's a
It's a
weird thing to
lot.
say. What?
That's a weird thing to say. Yeah. It's a lot of that in these first couple scenes with them, which is fine. It makes sense. It's funny, and it's how it would be. Like, how do you fake it? How do you
Yeah.
fake being another version of yourself?
Well,
So anyway,
I feel like a more like I want to say smoother character, like a more like seasoned character would probably like figure out a way to like suss out the information while still like trying to be in character. Whereas Peacemaker
absolutely
Chris is not this character.
right.
He's not smooth in any way.
Like James Bond would
Yeah.
roll with it, and his improv skills are off the charts. But yeah, Peacemaker, he's gonna punch his way through. That's his way through. Um, Goes to the bathroom and he gets a text, or he looks at his phone and he sees that there had been some drunk texting with Harcourt and that they had arranged to meet. Uh, and he realizes that they have to meet very soon. And he this is all covered while he's peeing, and you can hear him peeing. And he's trying to will himself to pee faster, which is very funny. My wife was like, "That's a long pee," and I was kind of like, "I mean, after a night of drinking, that's normal. That's a normal amount of pee. Like sometimes it's just you gotta pee. Yeah. Um, so he's rushing to get ready, and we get to look into Peacemaker 2's world, uh, his style, all his crazy clothes. He finds the pills. The pills are there. Um, of all the pants that he had to choose, like he's going through them. There's jeans and what, and like these weird patterns, but he's like, no, these are perfect, and it's just some tight ass leather pants. And when I was watching it last night, I was like, that doesn't make sense. But when I was rewatching it today, I thought, oh, I wonder if that's really close to what he wears, like the Peacemaker outfit. Like, what is that made
Mm,
out of? Like, I didn't go back to look. They seem like almost like riding pants, or like,
yeah,
yeah. I mean, it's first it's like a tight fabric, but leather seems like a weird choice. I don't know. Maybe he's trying to impress her, and I mean, the hardcore he knows wears a lot of leather, so whatever. Uh, he then talks to Keith, and they have more awkwardness. Keith is cool but frustrated. uh, but the big takeaway is that like Peacemaker finds out that he has a motorcycle, which is something he really wants. It's not just a motorcycle; it's the Peace Cycle, and it's this white motorcycle with it's designed with stars. And I didn't see one peace sign, but I could have just missed it.
yeah. So he puts on a helmet, to ride the motorcycle out, and I was like, at first I was like, it's weird that he's putting that helmet on, but I was like, oh wait, is that just his motorcycle helmet?
Yeah, it wasn't like a Peacemaker helmet. It was yeah, it was strange, right? Like, what if that's the key? Is like activate motorcycle. He's got to put the helmet on. Uh, yeah, I is Peacemaker even the type of guy that would wear a motorcycle helmet, or he would think it's uncool? Like it's woke to wear a motorcycle helmet. I don't know. I don't want to. Safety first, kids. Uh, he then rides off to meet up with Harcourt, and there's this extended scene of him like sort of driving through town, and like people love him. He's
Yeah,
treated the way he thinks that the Justice Gang is treated, just kind of like praise, and people are cheering him and giving him peace signs, and uh, little kids are rolling down windows and sobbing. Not just sobbing. That kid looked afraid, but he's saying how much he loves Peacemaker, and then he's getting flashed by girls. Like he's happy. He's like, this is it. He's like, best
yeah,
world ever. This is the place. Um, and it's certainly one of those things where it has to be too good to be true. Like they're really going big with it, and they do it again later with the puppy scene. But they're definitely setting up a too good to be true situation. We then flash back to our world, where we get a little bit of the party aftermath. Um, okay, there's two significant things that happen in this section. Uh, One is we get Addie and Hardcore talking, and part of me loved this, part of me hated it because we get a ton of character development here, and we get the Peacemaker Hardcore relationship moved along.
mhm,
And these two are very good together. But Adebayo is just a sounding board, like what I was talking about last week. Like
yeah,
she's not like a player in this puzzle. She's just the person that everyone talks to. I don't like that. I don't like that for her. I want her to be more important, and hopefully she will be later on. I think once we find her character in Peacemaker 2 world, hopefully that will be a thing. The other thing we get in this scene is Vigilante waking up and ruining my day with his like last week I was like, let's do owl facts every week. That'll be a fun segment. I made a little image. We were going to do owl facts every week. Um, this asshole comes up. He's like, I love spiders. And I was like, excuse me? Say
I thought
again?
you looked out.
Yeah. He loves spiders almost as much as I love owls, dolphins, and manta rays. Uh, he's like, do you want to know some spider facts? And I was like, shut up. I can't believe you're doing this. But then all aboard the crow train, apparently. He also loves crow facts. And I threw my hands up. I was like, what are we doing? Like, you can't just do different facts about different animals. But it was a very funny scene, and it's almost better this way than he just keeps talking about owls every week. Um, yeah, he's just a weirdo that loves lots of animals.
Those all kinds of animals.
Yeah. Vigilante is actually kind of uh, the actor is terrific in this episode. Like his even the last episode, his reactions to things are so crazy.
Mhm.
He's like even just like someone's like, "Do you want to know something?" He's like, "Yes, I do want." Like he's like he says it like he genuinely wants to know something, and then they tell him like, "Shut the hell up." Anyway, my owl fun fact, begrudgingly, let's put up the logo or the image. Begrudgingly, I didn't even look up a good one this week. I'm just telling you something I already knew about owls that I found out a couple of years ago. And it's just that their legs are ridiculously long. Like they're like a typical owl is kind of like scrunched up, and like if you picture an owl or Google picture of an owl, like they're kind of round and they got these little feet. But look up Google owl legs and you'll get these long, luscious. They're crazy. Like they have it's the creepiest thing.
Are you saying that the like owls are the stealth man of the bird kingdom?
Right. I'm saying that if you take the Spider-Man villain, the owl, and you take the Daredevil villain, Stiltman, they would be the same. You can't get them in the same room because they're basically the same person. That's what I'm saying. Same person, different costume. That's it. That's the only difference. They're exactly the same. All right. So I mean, I was very frustrated with it. See, did you enjoy the vigilante going off on animals?
I mean, I thought it was funny that he had all these facts about various animals in the or I guess the spider is a or tarantula is a spider which is a arachnid.
Well, that's the
Um,
thing. He likes the idea that he has facts, but Bruv does not have facts. He doesn't know anything about them. He's like, ask me if they're hairy. He's like, I know they're hairy. He doesn't know anything about it. He doesn't know the eyes or how many eyes they have. Actually, the two questions that economist has asked him have been eye related. The question he asked about the owl was about eyes.
yeah.
The question he asked about spiders was eyes. All right. I love a pattern, so don't get mad at me. All right. This is a crazy scene. Peacemaker shows up at Argos. This isn't the crazy part, but he meets with the guard and he might have cancer. Peacemaker 2 might have had cancer. I was having trouble figuring out that scene. But he goes upstairs and he sees Hardcore from afar. And she's very different. The nice Hardcore is strange.
Yeah.
But the real strange thing is who shows up next, who is Peacemaker 2 world version of
Rick
Rick Flag
Flag.
Jr.
Yeah.
Was not expecting that. Like, I mean, I don't know why. It makes sense. Like we saw him in the beginning of the episode. Why not? Have
Yeah.
him in the other rest of it. What did you think when he popped up?
I mean, I was not expecting him either, but it kind of makes sense that he is in there. Um, and especially like we get a confrontation, or not necessarily a confrontation, but we get a meeting between the Peacemaker of the world that we've been following, and then like Rick Flag Jr. of Earth 2, let's call it. And they're both awkward in that
Yeah, yeah,
interaction. One, because I think, well, obviously Peacemaker is still probably still feeling a little bit of guilt over killing Rick Flag, but then
of
Rick
course, yeah.
Flag is like intimidated by Peacemaker, so like they're both bringing like weird energy to the conversation.
Here's the thing. I was watching a lot of stuff online about theories and stuff, and there's one thing I missed in the episode that I'm embarrassed I missed. But like, I'm a white guy, so I feel really bad about this. But there's this theory going around that like there are no people of color in the
Yeah.
background of Earth 2. And I missed that. And that's my bad. Like I feel like crap about it. But there's no people back there in the background or in the foreground. But I mean there's a theory going around that like this is a world where Peacemaker and his family might not be such great guys and are sort of pushing people of color out and sort of
Mhm.
I mean there's a theory that like people are being nice to them because they're afraid of them, not because or because they have to. Like almost like one of the rules that they have to do is flash them if you park next to them. You have to flash them. So I started looking at the rest of the episode with that in mind as in my second viewing. And Rick Flag Jr. is definitely awkward around Peacemaker, but he's not afraid of him. He's like he's still trying to intimidate him a little. Like
Mhm.
he's not acting like someone talking to someone who controls the world or the town. It's like people on the Death Star wouldn't talk to Darth Vader the way that he's talking to Peacemaker. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How do I? Like he's awkward, but it's not about like I'm afraid of you. It's more like I mean I can't find the words, but
Well, I like I the way that I looked at it was it's more about Harcourt, like, it not necessarily maybe not intimidated per se, but like it was like interacting with, you know, your current girlfriend's ex. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
it was definitely that energy for sure.
yeah,
She too though doesn't speak to him like someone that is being controlled by them. So,
yeah,
so I don't know about this theory. I certainly there's something wrong with the people of color not being there, but I don't know that the trio of heroes are. I don't know. They're clearly bad guys.
well, I mean, I don't know how much we wanna get into, like, theories,
Yeah,
um,
you're right. You're right.
but, like, I think, like, we may find out that it's not necessarily that they are good guys in this world. I mean, they're looked at as good guys in this world, but it could be that they're good guys, but their overall philosophy has not changed from Earth,
Yeah,
the Peacemaker world, the original Peacemaker
yeah,
world. So it's
it's
just this
true.
is a different world, and they have different priorities, I guess.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry I derailed this with the whole like theory, but this is otherwise a wonderful scene. Joel Kinnaman is hilarious. I kind of want more. We don't know when if he's going to be coming back. He's certainly not going to become a regular. I mean, maybe he will. I don't know.
I mean, he's not in the opening dance sequence, so
Right? So it doesn't count. He's not. Yeah.
unless he's in that alien suit.
That could be. All right. What does it do to Peacemaker if he accidentally kills this Rick Flag too?
Oh god, I did it again. Why does this keep happening to me?
All right. We join the Argus in our world where we have what is her name? The
Sasha
Sasha
Bordeaux,
Sasha Bordeaux. Thank you. She and Tim Meadows' character
ladies'
are
man.
the ladies' man. So she and the ladies' man are talking about what happened with Eagly last episode, and she says he this ladies' man is claiming he was attacked by superpowered duck, and he corrects her and says meta duck. Again, it's funny, and Economist comes in, and that's funny, and like the continues the thing, but I started to get the feeling like, what is this? The bird blindness is funny, but is it gonna be his thing exclusively? Like, can't he do other things? Like, or his whole purpose in this season is bird blindness, and I don't love that if that's true. Like, I need him to be a, a more of a character.
Mhm.
But the fact that they bring in Michael Rooker's character as a eagle hunter, like builds up this sort of B plot of hunting eagly and catching eagly. But if he's just gonna every episode be on all like, that could be him, but I'm not sure. I mean, that's good. But but if it's that every week, like he needs to do other stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but to be fair, this is only his second episode.
Yeah, you're right. I'm coming down too hard on it. Like, that's true. That's true. I hope that he has a fully fleshed out experience. Though. It'd be great. Um, we then get to this too good to be true scene where Peacemaker and Hardcore two get like a hot dog. Um, they put too much mustard on it. That was crazy, the amount of mustard on that hot dog. I feel like I want to do a Peacemaker 2 hot dog challenge where we just get a hot dog and we'll just like
Covered in
drench it,
mustard.
cover it, and first one to bail loses. I don't know. And then her playing with the puppies, kind of in slow motion with the music. Um, it's just too. The other shoe is going to drop. This world is going to fall apart because it's too perfect. Uh, and it's disturbing. Like, I I think it's her smiling for me. Like, I'm so used to her not smiling. It was kind of like I saw The Naked Gun, the new one with Liam Neeson, and when he smiles, it's not normal. Like we've spent so much time looking at these people as angry people, and when they smile, I don't trust them.
What are they doing with their mouths?
Yeah. Ooh, are you gonna bite me?
Or are their teeth showing?
uh, I mean, credit to the actress. I forget her name. The James Gunn's wife, the who plays
Uh,
Hardcore.
Jennifer Holland, I want to say.
What sounds right? She's real. I mean, she's always been really, really good. It's fascinating to see her play the polar opposite, kind of, but still similar at the same time.
Yeah.
She's really, really good in this. So, and I love her. She's such a great character and such a great actress. So,
Yeah, I will say real quick, going back to the opening dance sequence, it is interesting because there's a scene where like it's Peacemaker and Harcourt, and then you see Harcourt 2 like
yeah,
pop up, and like her demeanor is so different that like it seems like a different actress altogether.
absolutely. Yeah, like it's very strange. Um, that shot is crazy too because they're both in that shot. I
Yeah.
couldn't figure out how they were doing it. I mean, you know what they could do now with movie magic is crazy. But so I probably haven't given it too much thought. But I would love to hear that there's someone wearing like a mask or like it's you know. Um, so they sit down and they do have a talk. It's they're flirty and sort of like uh testing the waters of like what they can talk about. But basically we learn that Peacekeeper Peacemaker Peace that's the name of the show, right? Peacemaker 2 was kind of it's a jerk. He lied to her, he cheated on her, and it really broke her heart. So she, in terms of like them having a relationship, she's got things that she would need. This is, and that's something that like if the trio were really like this overrulers, that like she would never touch them. But anyway, so what I loved about this scene is that he doesn't argue with her. Like she's like, I would need you to think about it. And he's not like, I have thought about it, which is like kind of like a gut instinct, like I this is something I want, he listens to her and he responds appropriately, and it was amazing. They we've been talking week to week about John Cena's acting. I think this is a really good example of how good he can be. He's really good in the scene.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I have nothing else to add.
The real punctuation of the scene is the entrance of Jerry. Is it Jerry? I think it is.
Like that. We don't get to
Yeah,
know him that well, though.
yeah. It's interesting. Like, there's two shots. One where they're sort of looking down, and you see people running,
Yeah.
and then it's a shot of them from behind, and you see people obviously running. At first, it's like, oh, was someone running? And now you see a bunch of people running. It's just enough time where you're like, uh-oh, something's happening, and then before you can guess, somebody falls down and blows up. Uh, really effective because it like knocks them back and they're covered in Jerry's blood. And the other people that were running turn around and say, Oh no, Jerry.
You do.
So I mean, we find out like later like what this whole group is. My whole thing about this is why were they running? Like what? Like they were planning some sort of terrorist attack, obviously.
Right. Right.
Um, and they're carrying like explosive substance. I don't know what it is. Like, with them. But like, if you're carrying something that is very volatile, why are you running? Or like you were planning this. You could have just like parked a little bit closer.
Yeah, right. Or have somebody run the engine while you run, like get it while you go in. Jerry's
You
like,
could
"Can we
drop
do
it
that?"
off
And they're
at
like,
the door.
"Yeah, yeah." I mean, I don't know. It was they're definitely like trying to do it quick and trying to, but it's true. Like if you're dealing
Yeah.
with this explosive substance, which I think is the sulfonylurea, which is something briefly mentioned. Okay, so after someone's being held hostage, and they see that happening, but then Peacemaker and Hardcore go over to a cop, and they talk about the cop and Hardcore talk about something called sulfonylurea, and right away Peacemaker's like, huh? Like he gives this look, he like his head's filled, he's like, I don't know what it is. So there's this material in this world that has that name or something like that. That is the explosive stuff, and like, what is it? I hope it comes into play later. But yeah, so Peacemaker is quick to act. He's like, I have a solution. He looks up, he sees the billboard of the band from Superman, and he sees his way into the building. Goes through a pet store, and we get to see this guy that's 100% focused on saving these animals. And I said to myself, is that Superman in this world? Maybe he's Kal-El, and he's just following this passion.
Yeah. Being a pet store owner or
Yeah,
pet
he's like,
store employee.
I want to say, yeah. he's like, owner. Oh, no, he just wants to save all the animals. Anyway, Peacemaker runs up to the roof, jumps over into the building, and then we get this action sequence of him versus the Sons of Liberty. Do you know anything about the Sons of Liberty? Did you read those
I
books?
I don't know. No.
Yeah, I didn't really read them. It would have been like the early '90s, probably. I think. But yeah, I like trying to figure out if they're the good guys or the bad guys. I think in the comics they were the bad guys, but yeah, I know.
Um, so like he takes out all of them
Yeah,
in pretty like vicious fashion.
he
And
really
it occurred
does.
to me like halfway through the the carnage, I was like, "Oh, do we know if Peacemaker and his, brother and father kill in this world? Like, are they like I was like, I mean, that'd be a pretty awkward like
Yeah,
conversation at the end there. Like, oh, you stopped them. Like, oh, I killed them.
yeah. I
I
stopped him
murdered.
forever. No, it's true. Like, can you imagine if they were the three of them are pacifists, like, or
Yeah.
they refuse to kill, and the Peacemaker ends up killing all these people. Um, I wrote them all down. Uh, axe to the head. Um, he stabs a guy using a knife and his pelvis. Like he thrusts his pelvis into the guy's head, or his back, and then he ends up stabbing himself. Um, kills one guy with a copy machine. Never done before. Um, a lady he doesn't kill, but the guy he's hitting with the copy machine, his gun goes off, and that kills one of them. Uh, and then he does the pencil move. This was
Yeah.
crazy to me because he looks up and he sees a fluorescent lamp, or he sees the fluorescent lights. But those things are light, and they hang from the lightest of chains. I was like, what is he hanging off of? But he hangs down and he stabs the guy. And then the
And
last one is he kills.
he lifts the guy with the pencils.
That's right.
Like,
Yeah,
I don't know if pencils are that strong unless the pencils are strong in that world.
that's true. And that's the argument for anything that we're like, that doesn't quite make sense. It's like, well, in this world, Ticonderoga is steel. And then he kills five guys with the gun, one of which he he throws the gun at. But so that's at least 10 people. And then he goes in and he dismantles the bomb that they were setting up. So it was a success.
Yeah.
And that the helicopter they had, this maybe this is it. Their vehicle, these terrorists, wasn't a car; it was a helicopter. So they needed to be let off far away from the city, and then the helicopter would come in to get them out at the end. But there's no one to come out because they're all dead. So the helicopter's about to leave, and
I'm just saying, like Jerry could have dropped them off at the entrance, and then like driven away, and he would have been fine.
next time he'll do that next time. Oh wait,
I mean,
there's no next time for Jerry. There's no next time for any of them because even the guys in the helicopter get ripped apart. And my wife was like, "Oh, who do you think that was?" And I kind of knew. Like I was like, "It's got to be one like his brother or his father." Because like I mean, even though at first I was like, "Superman, what have you done?" Because it's that kind of energy. Like there's just this figure that just like flies out and just flies through the helicopter and it explodes. It falls onto a crowd of, you know, it falls down into the town square that's filled with people, but it doesn't hit anybody, but certainly could have. It is Keith, and he comes over to Peacemaker, and they're very excited. They're like high-fiving each other, and Hardcore comes over, they gets a big hug, and Peacemaker says it's the best dimension ever. This is exactly what he wants. Sure. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, like, superficially at least, like, it is everything that he wants.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, Hardcore, the kind of the adoration of the public, like he's respected.
Yeah.
Like, so, like, all those things that he was searching for in
his
in
brother's
world.
alive. His dad's
brother's
not a
alive,
jerk.
yeah. His dad
Yeah.
loves him.
Yeah. It'll be interesting because I was very excited about coming to this world and seeing what this world would look like. And I think this was satisfying. Like seeing what they came up with is really cool. And it wasn't just like one note. Now I want to know what's, the shoe that's going to drop. I want to know like if his family is racist still and what's going on with the background characters. So I mean, they're doing a great job with the show. I mean, this episode ends with him almost triumphantly going back to his own world. Maybe to say goodbye to it. Like maybe he's decided he wants to stay in this other world forever and he's just going back to maybe just get Eagly or I don't know. But it ends with him going back to that world. And of course, on that side in our world, his house is about to be raided by everybody. So it should be a good episode next week. Probably no Rick Flag Jr., but if you had to guess about a cameo, who might we see? Anybody?
I don't know.
Who would you like to see? You could see anybody. You think Superman shows up next week? There's literally no shot.
I mean,
I
feel like it'd be nice to see somebody from Creature Commandos. That I guess reflects in your kind of like technically it's from Creature Commandos, but like I meant more of the people from Task Force M, I think it was called, right?
That sounds right. I agree. Like that was such a fun show, and it would be nice to be reminded about how the worlds are connected. Yeah, it'd be cool to see one of them pop up in one of these episodes, but I mean, God knows what's going to happen.
Yeah. We do get one post-credit scene that I really enjoyed.
It's a good one. Yeah. Normally, like the post-credit scenes in the first two episodes were just like extended scenes or like add-ons, but this one was. Do you want to?
Well, so like earlier on in the episode when Vigilante's talking to Economos is like, "What happened to my pants?"
It's not one eye.
Yeah.
And Vigilante says like, "Oh, I washed them and folded them or whatever." But the post credit scene is we get to see Vigilante like lovingly take off Economos's pants when he's like lying in the bathtub.
It's the right kind of callback to and the right kind of move to show that character doing it. in not like a malicious way. He very lovingly, like,
Yeah.
this is his friend. He wants to take care of his pants. Um, that's gonna things like that are why people love Vigilante. Like, he'll be endeared to people for being so weird, but innocently weird. Is that a thing? All right. What was the most comic book moment in this episode? Anything in this
Uh,
episode make you feel like, oh, that's right out of a comic? Maybe when he gets flashed, or when the kid's crying, or
yeah, I don't know.
I mean, the fight is that. I mean, it's a little over the top for a comic.
Yeah, I mean the fight, like that was where uh my first instinct was to go, but like I feel like I mean I guess it depends on the age rating for the comic, but like you wouldn't see that in like a regular like they don't really have newsstands anymore, but I was gonna off like on the
Yeah,
newsstand kind of comic, like it would be like a Black Label kind of comic. Or for Marvel, would be the Max
Max
line.
line. Yeah, yeah. That's not a comics code approved. That's for sure. Okay, there's a few ways you can die this week. I'm going to ask you three. Which ways here do you want to die? Or if you had to choose between these three, how
I
do you
mean,
want
there's a
to
lot
die?
to choose from in this
There's a
episode.
ton to choose from, but we're going with with these three. You trip and fall on a bomb and explode, like Jerry. I went with the pencils, two pencils, lifted up off the ground, wiggled around a little, and then dropped. Or you were sitting in the back of that helicopter when you didn't even see it. Just a force flies through it, it blows up, and you're alive long enough for it to hit the ground and blow up some more. Which one of those would you prefer?
I mean, I think the obvious answer is Jerry. He 100% did not know what happened.
Yeah, right.
He like his foot hit a rock, and the next
Yeah,
thing you know, nothing. Like that's
right. He got to heaven. He's like, wait, what? Like yeah, and it was over quick. Yeah, I think that is absolutely the right choice.
yeah,
You know, just it's over before you can even think about it. And he must have been so excited, adrenaline pumping, running into, he
yeah.
believed in the cause. Yeah, I have a feeling within 2 weeks we're going to be like, Jerry was right, like about everything. Remember that guy that blew up? I'm on his side now. All right, that's all we got for this week's episode. It was a great one, though. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. I am enjoying the look into. I'm going to keep calling it Earth 2 because just
That's
that's
the right,
the
yeah, that's the right way
vernacular
to
for
go.
DC. Um, I'm enjoying the look into Earth 2 and seeing uh the world from Peacemaker 1's point of
Yeah,
view. It will be interesting to see like, and we'll probably not get it in the next episode because it feels like the next episode will be taking place in Peacemaker 1's world.
Earth
Um,
One.
Earth 1.
Yeah,
Um, so like I don't know if we'll get any more Earth 2 in the next episode, but I'm looking forward to them going a little bit deeper into what's going on in that world.
I agree.
All right. Um, so what do you guys think of this episode? What do you think is going on with Earth 2? Let us know in the comments below. Um, if you like this recap, feel free to give us a like. Um, and if you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, feel free to hit that subscribe button. And we will catch you all in the next one.